channel. Today I'm gonna get right into it, as I always say. Don't like to waste too much time these days blabbing away at an intro. I really just want to get to the title of this video because this is a topic that honestly I'm really excited to speak about. Oh, hold on, y'all. There we go. This is a topic that I'm really excited to talk about, just because I feel like this is something that I do very well and I take great pride in. And you watching this, or you may know somebody that struggles with this, and it could be, you know, a good video for you to either self-reflect or send to somebody that, you know, may need to hear this, whatever the case. Today we're going to be talking about accountability. Some people have difficult relationships with that word. Okay, so I just want to get into immediately. I'm going to be looking at my phone because I made clear notes so I don't get off track throughout this video. So first and foremost, the definition of accountability is the willingness to take responsibility for your actions, heavy on your actions, decisions, and their outcomes, without blaming others, making excuses, or avoiding consequences. It means owning both your wins and your mistakes, being transparent, and taking corrective action when necessary. At its core, accountability is about integrity, which will be a whole nother video because there is a drought on integrity nowadays. At its core, accountability is about integrity, doing what you said you would do, taking responsibility when you don't. So the biggest example that I can give where accountability would show up with a friend. That's like the biggest way that I could show it. So if you care about the friendship, let's say that this is a very healthy two-way friendship, you don't feel like you're overgiving, like this is a friendship that genuinely feeds your soul and vice versa. Let's say that, hypothetically speaking, you know, one of those days your friend catches you on an off day, and up until that point in you guys' friendship there hasn't been any type of like disagreements, crazy arguments, anything negative. Everything has just been peaches and cream up until that moment, where you might have spazzed out, said something crazy, said something that might have hurt their feelings, and you as a person are aware of that. So that in itself is taking accountability immediately, because you are taking yourself out of the situation and seeing their perspective and seeing, hey, how could have, even if that wasn't my intention, even if I was just being a human that day and, you know, had a short off day, whatever, I still hurt this person's feelings that I care about. So you take accountability for how you made that person feel. You do not deflect, you do not blame the person for feeling how they felt, because the thing is when you hurt somebody's feelings, you cannot tell them how to feel about the feelings that you hurt. At that point, you just take accountability, which is the correct thing to do in all aspects of your life, and we'll get into that. But it's the respectful thing to do, especially if you care about the friendship. Now, if you don't give a fuck about the friendship, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But that would be the best example that I can give you guys about accountability. And then at that point, the person on the receiving end of you taking said accountability, the ball is in their court to see how they're gonna move forward with the friendship, and if they want to move forward, which at that point is up to them. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is, why do people, because we're gonna talk about the positives and the negatives. So like, why do some people struggle with accountability? I've never struggled with accountability. I don't know if it's because my parents at my core like just always held me accountable, so that just started from like a child. But additionally, I just never been afraid to be wrong. I don't care to be wrong. I'm never the person in the room that like wants to be right. If anything, I'm always the person asking questions. I'm always the person asking for clarification. I'm always the person that is asking for additional clarity with whatever I'm learning about or what I'm hearing about, especially if I don't know about it. I wanted to get into 5 reasons, just to keep it short, why some folks may struggle with accountability. So the first one, this is a huge one. I would say the most important one of all, is ego protection. So to them, being right equals being superior. which, mind you, is a terrible mentality to have because nobody is superior, period. Like, we're all human beings, like literally trying to figure it out one day at a time, trying to just navigate our lives and trying to be, you know, more, how would I say, like, just more intelligent as the days go by. You do not learn everything overnight. Nobody is an encyclopedia. Nobody knows it all. Whether you think you know it all, I'm here to tell you you don't. So, and if you live your life in that way, good luck, because we're all supposed to be teachable on a daily basis, and that's the whole point of this life shit. So there's that. Number 2, fear of shame. Again, people do not like being wrong. People feel like it's a humiliation ritual to be wrong about something. Instead of, you know, tackling an inner whatever demons you got and facing that shit and being like, nah, I was dead wrong, and move forward. You know what I'm saying? So number 3, low emotional intelligence. Again, all the first 2 that I said points to that. Emotional intelligence is not there if you think this way, unfortunately. Number 4, defensiveness. So again, defensiveness points to low emotional intelligence. You struggle with emotional regulation, because at the end of the day, someone that's holding you accountable, again, there's a million different scenarios, but for the most part, accountability is not an attack. But people that struggle with accountability feel like it is a direct attack. So that's another thing. And then number 5 would be lack of self-reflection and control issues. So again, a lot of people that struggle with accountability tend to have control issues, that again, they want everything to be a certain way. They want shit to be perceived a certain way. They want a situation to have a specific outcome. So again, these are all things that point to just a lack of emotional regulation, and just kind of like not having control over the situation also is unsettling for people that struggle with accountability. And again, like I said, control issues. So that is, with that being said, those are all 5 things that may trigger folks that lack accountability or have difficulty dealing with accountability. Now I want to talk about the positives of accountability and what comes with accountability, because again, you should not be afraid of accountability, you guys. Like, we are all humans. We are all just learning. We are all here just one day at a time, vibing, and we should not be, you know, a prisoner to accountability, when in reality it can have the power to shift our life in so many different ways, which I'll also get into. So number 1, it builds trust. Number 2, it strengthens personal growth. Number 3, it improves performance. Number 4, it increases confidence. And number 5, it creates healthier relationships. Heavy on number 5, like I said earlier in the video, you know, if you want better friendships, if you want to have more people in your life that you genuinely like, just are able to navigate and evolve with friendships, I'm going to be doing a video on that as well. Evolve with your friendships and stuff like that. You need to learn to be accountable. You are not perfect. You are not perfect, and that is okay. And people that love you and respect you are gonna accept you the way that you are. But if you lack accountability, people are not gonna want to be around you, because why do you think you're above the program or you're bigger than the program? Like, you're not, you know? So, and again, like I said, all of the 5 things that I mentioned, you guys, with all lists aside and everything, I really just want to get this message across, that accountability can really transform your life. So, and again, this is moving it away from relationships and moving it away from arguments and stuff of that nature. Be accountable in your daily life. If you say you want to do some shit, do it. Like, do the things that you say you're gonna do. Holding yourself accountable is a beautiful thing. If you say you want to eat better, eat better. If you say you want to go to the gym, go to the gym, even if you don't want to. And again, like, these are little ways that you build your own confidence, which that's another video I'm gonna do. But you really just learn to following through, and being accountable is the best thing that you can do. It's like another level of self-love with yourself. And then additionally, I would say, like, accountability can really shift your mindset too, because you need to be in a growth mindset. And that's what I will end on. Growth mindset is everything, you guys. We need to be constantly searching for wisdom. We need to constantly be searching for ways to learn new information and kind of shift our perspectives, because we're not meant to just be in one solid perspective. And also be teachable. Like, being teachable is one 1000% okay. And I believe that if anything, being teachable is better than lacking accountability, because ultimately you're being honest and then you're learning more as you go. So I hope this video taught you something. I hope that this video was insightful, that I really wanted it to be, you know, to the root of like accountability and why some folks may struggle with it. And I will see y'all in my next video.